Welcome to the studio, ladies and gentlemen. It's your boy Krizbeatz, the drummer boy, and you are welcome back to World Wave Radio, where we bring the world to you. And yes, did I say my name is Krizbeatz? Okay, yes, I said it. Today, I'm going to show you how to avoid making boring, Afrobeat drums. So we have a lot of people who are non-Nigerians trying to make Afrobeat these days. So yes, how to avoid making boring Afrobeat drums. And if you are in Nigeria, maybe you've been making Afrobeats for a while, you can still stick around to watch. You never know. You might learn one or two things from the king of new wave. So yeah, let's get straight into it. Welcome back to the studio, guys. Yes, let's get straight into it. It's going to be a really quick video, God help us. How to avoid making boring drums is you first of all need to think of what you want to do, like I like to say, especially for Afrobeat. Finish making the beat in your head, my bro, before even trying to do anything. For me, I already finished making the beat. Not yes, for you, you should, but right now I have not. I won't lie, but of course we can get something beautiful. So let me just use this to explain that you want to first of all think of making beats as a foundation. Think of it as building a house. I think that's the easiest way. I like to think of it as a lady, trying to win a lady over. Maybe that's why, so far I've been successful at doing that. Think of it as building a house. Remember, lay bricks on bricks on bricks on bricks, like I like to say. But now you have to think of your drums as the foundation of whatever thing you are doing. Yes, come close. Think of it as the foundation. You get a land. You do the planning. See, the planning is when I said you need to first of all finish the beat in your head first before trying to open your door. Have an idea of what you want to do. So that's the planning. That's you going to an architect to draw. The architect will now tell you, okay, yes, I want a 4-bedroom duplex. I want a mansion. I want a room and a sitting room apartment. Basically like that. So your drums, they are the foundations to your house, to the building. That's where the whole house will stand on, which is why I'm focusing on just the drums. I'm focusing on the foundation for today, how not to make boring drums. So what you want to do is, first of all, lay the foundation. What do I mean by laying the foundation? We need to first of all create something that the whole of the song will sit on. The first thing you want to do, like I said earlier, is to have a solid foundation for your drums. So, and that we can do here. Yeah. Yeah, for some persons this is enough. And yes, you must really know when it is enough. So you want to start by building your foundation, like we said earlier. This is the foundation. But imagine listening to this for hours and hours and hours and hours. It gets boring when all you are hearing in your song is. Oh, let's even add some more, because this is still not as boring can be. Okay, yeah, so imagine you have something like this, for instance. There's nothing that is pulling you. So the first thing I noticed out of the box from this thing is I don't want everything to be snapped to the grid. I don't want everything to be so on time. Do you understand? So creating lagging effect, that's number one thing that you can do to not have a boring drum, is to create lagging effects in some of your percussion. So what do I mean? So we have this. We can move this back to create this. To create it. You see that? Did you hear that? You can do this, or we can do this. We can move it forward a bit, to have that, to create that same effect, maybe too quick effect. See? I can do the same thing with this. So this boom, you can do that, but I want the lagging effect. I prefer the one that delays a bit. You get. So let's just bring it back a bit. Yeah, that's it. Yeah. You get. So you do something like that, it makes it feel like it's being played by a real person. Another thing you want to do, try to use percussions that you normally will not use. Okay, let's say we get something like this now and we add it to our track directly. Of course, reduce the volume. So you want to try to use this to create another type of effect. So let's say I want to do, yes, so okay, before doing that, I might want to crush this a bit, maybe like erosion. Yes, yes, remember, always cut it. See how many information I have going on around here. So you don't want all that, we just want this. Yes, so delay, I need like a ping pong delay. Do I have ping pong here? Yes. You get notes. I want to come to, let's say, yeah, let's say this. Let's say 8, yeah. So, did you guys just hear that? Of course, I won't use this. I'll put it on the send, but let's just use this because I'm explaining here. Did you hear that? I might want that to come again. So, another thing I might want to do is using extra instruments to create more groove. So you are not just left with the boring thing you started with. So another thing the king of new wave likes to do is that's not me. That's me. So I want to resample this and see what I can create with it again. So let's try to record this guy. This new guy that we recorded, we can use the same person to, I say the same person. We can use the same guy to create something new. But let's see what we can create. I don't know yet, but let's see. Okay, maybe not too much. Did you hear that? I already like what I did there. So imagine. I like what this is doing actually. So yeah, you get me. This, you can think of this as sort of like putting roof on the house, you know. This is the foundation plus the brick plus raising the brick to a particular level. I'm not an engineer in that part. I'm an engineer in this part. So this is the best way I can explain it to you. So think of this as putting roof on the building. You can see how many excitement that creates in your music. You can come and add Ekwe. Okay, let me take this Ekwe for instance now, and I want to use the. So I want to use the same technique. Let me even take this. Let me copy this and drag it here. So I say. So let's try to make this a little bit different from that. We're still doing what? We're still roofing the house. So let's record. Let's go like. We can use that to create the roof of the building, like I was saying. So different ways you can add different things. You can time won't permit me to go really in depth how I want to go, but you can add different things to create excitement to your music. Think of your chord. Sometimes I would even want to go and look for let's say like an ambience. Bro, can you even hear that? Like, yo, you get from having just into having. You get, so yes, that's like one of the ways that you can add live to your Afrobeat drums in case you've been making everything snap to the grid. Is not advisable to always let things snap to the grid. So these are different ways that you can create this type of vibe. And yes, try these things out in your mix today and tell me if it helps you get better, and if there's something else you'd want me to touch on. Leave a comment on this video, like, subscribe, share to your friends. And yes, the Krizbeatz Music Academy is still going on. You can join. You can see the link below to join the class. And yes, I'll see you in the next class. Love.